It's a bloody miracle. It's a bloody fucking miracle that everything's working, because this is the long-awaited Bluetooth headphone shootout, and there's not a lot of, I don't want to say, no one cares about these. You kind of care about these, and everyone wants to know how the Vmoda is. Oh my god, the Vmoda crossfade. If you don't want to watch this review, all you have to know is these are harsh and they hurt. They hurt to listen to. Okay. Is it just my pair? I don't know. I put the XL pads on it, which are legitimately bigger. We'll go over it. You want to know? I'll thrash everything on the table. Well, I'm going to thrash these for build quality, but let's get on it. So, all three of these are Bluetooth headphones. Bluetooth built in, Bluetooth receivers built in. I don't want to lower that volume too much in case the receivers kick off, because you have, what's happening currently is these Mpows, these cheap Mpows that look like Dr. Dre would have rejected them, are being run off this Mpow fiber optic sender, but it's not aptX, because these are not aptX. And then I've got the other two Mpow senders. One's coming off the Emotiva XDA2, and the other one's being fed off of the headphone out of the own X1S. So I had to pair them individually, and now they're all running wireless. Now I have a wire here. We're going to plug them in a bit, because they all will take an auxiliary wire in. And I'll tell you, because as soon as I plug them in, it will switch from Bluetooth to analog, regular, normal powered input. And I'll be able to give you at least a glimpse into the full potential of every set of headphones we're looking at here. You may want to keep a close eye on these, because if you have a keen eye, these look very familiar to you. Does the RBH HP2 with beryllium drivers ring a bell? Okay, good. Oh, Neon Demon's playing. We'll start with the cheapy-cheaps. So Mpow sent me these. Mpow messages me, and I'm like, what do you got? You got Bluetooth receivers. I love those, even though I bought, did I buy that one? They may have sent me that one. That one and this one. And I like this one. It's got a couple quirks where you have to, like, it'll send and receive fiber optics. So really, if you had two of these and you ran fiber optic into it, then another one somewhere else and fiber optic out of it, then you can run a DAC. I haven't done that yet. I'll spend the $30 to find out eventually how that works. But let's talk about the headphones. So we're looking at just absolute plastic haram. It's just absolutely just... Do they look better than Beats? No. No, they don't. Are they built better than Beats? No, not really. I have to lower it a bit. It's just, I don't know. They're literally like $29 headphones. And I have to talk about them, because as weirdly cheap as they're built, and they don't even like, I mean, they fold and they extend, and they're shiny plastic, just shiny, fingerprint-ridden plastic. They aren't uncomfortable. That's a big pad. That's a decent-sized pad with decent depth. And although it's not like leather, it's not the worst thing I've ever put on my head. For sound quality either. So here we go. Let's put this on. And they sound like muffled, bassy headphones. I wouldn't, if they had a little bit of DSP correction, like this, they need an EQ tweak, like a mofo. Like, it's just bass, decent bass, not exceptional bass. But then the highs are just like, nope, no highs. Imaging is sort of like, I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10, which is high for a shitty Bluetooth headphone. There's music happening. I don't immediately hate how these sound. Andrew Lloyd Webber's Avita is playing now. Excuse me for dancing. These are a very headphone. I'm gonna say a lot because I don't know what exactly to say. They're $29. Those are Focal Utopias or Focal Utopias. Those are $3,500. And those are the Auteurs. Those are $1,300 and probably some of the best headphones you could currently buy. And here I sit with $29 headphones, and I'm like, is this what I expect for $29? Can you beat this for $29? That's the question. Can you beat it as a Bluetooth headphone? Well, here's the thing. These receivers alone, these are the ones I recommend. They're the ones that have the switch between send and transmit. I'm sorry, receive and transmit. And they can switch between two devices, and they got the play, pause, up, down, volume button. And they're small, and they last good 6 to 7 hours. So when I do my live streams, this is what hangs off my Ship 9500s. The Ships is a plug, boom, right in the Ships, you're done. You could plug any headphone you want into there and turn any headphone into a Bluetooth headphone for the exact same. Actually, I think these are $2 more than this whole pair of headphones. So I just want to verify that. Yeah, no, they're $29.69 for those headphones. So based on those being $29.69, well, they come in pink and gray and green and blue and silver. No. Oh, that's $37 for silver. Based on the fact that these are so ungodly cheap, they make sound and they are Bluetooth. Can you ask for anything more than that? Let's take a walk. Let's go see, still working. Still working fine. I've been working off that hub on my desk, which will be different. Still working. Not a single drop. Oh, there it goes. And now it's perfect again. So, I mean, that's like, this is like a concrete wall and the thing's over there and it's straight through. So, I'm gonna give that a fucking pass. I've used expensive Bluetooth adapters that don't go nearly that far. Sound quality. What do you want for $29? It literally has, this is $32. So to take what that does, shove it in here and then make an entire fucking headphone. Yeah. Oh, I said I would do it. I've got to do it. Let's see what the maximum quality potential is running off my Class A X1S or X7S. Should auto switch. Yeah. Tell you this much. Sound way, way better off my own. Treble exists now. Actually, yeah, treble exists. The imaging is improved. Escape from Venice from John Williams from Indiana Jones. Otis Taylor, super high-end audiophile shit. It's listenable. So these $29 headphones actually function as headphones when you plug them in. By the way, I'm using the cable that came with the RBH original headphones. This is the ultimate headphone cable. Look it up. It's the bomb. I'm impressed by these $30 headphones when you plug them in. When you run them off Bluetooth, not so much. It's a $200 and something amp running off a $200 and something DAC. You tend to get a little more. Now this has taken over all the amplification functions and everything else. These would have a shot as headphones. A shot. Just a shot. They're not the best. They're not the best sounding thing. But powered, like legitimately, I don't hate them. Want to see what they come with? Let's fold them up. Because now that I've unplugged them, they should go to sleep. Here's the carrying case. Here are the 3 carrying cases, but they all come with black carrying cases. Very, very important. They actually, so get this. All right, you follow me? $29. Come with an aux cable to plug it in like this, only I'm using a much nicer aux cable. Come with a charging wire, which is just a USB micro, which is actually, that's a brave place to put it. Do you see that? Here's the microphone hole. If you want to make calls with it. Look how they didn't put it in the main body. They slid it right here on this little tiny thing. It's amazing. Your controls are very, very, honestly, some of the better controls, just because it's right here. It's built into the design. Power, take phone call, play, pause, next track, last track, volume down, volume up. Simple. Just fucking simple. So remember I said it was $29, right? Comes with this, which is an Mpow USB sound card, US and Bluetooth sender. I don't know how much this would cost on its own. I don't even know if they sell this on their own. But this is the only set that comes with something to take your computer that you might be using that might not have Bluetooth. You plug this bitch into it, and you get a Bluetooth sender module and an actual plug to plug the wire into it. It's a sound card. And I believe it's Bluetooth. I haven't hooked it up since I first got this thing a while ago. If I'm lying, who cares? It's $29. You fucking return it. But the fact that it comes with the headphone that has all the options of that thing for $2 less, and then one of these, which has some of the options of that, it's just like, that just goes to show. It just goes to show what the actual cost of a lot of this stuff is. Put this in here. Yeah, you're going to find these in a yard sale. And they're not terrible. But we'll move on. Vmoda's M&Os. Now, I've got both of these hooked up to the exact... Why did that one fail? Hold on. We're doing this live. We're doing it live. Gonna turn it on. It's gonna find that one that's searching. So this one's still going. Now that one's blinking, and it should hook up to that one and then work fine. And now that one's searching. Why? But if I hit this button, does it... Hold on. It's doing a thing. Bluetooth is a pain in the dick. Okay. That's playing. I guess we're talking about the M&Os. So with the M&Os, these are RBH HP2s. They're beryllium. Go to my review in the description that talks about the RBH HP2s and how they sound and how they're some of the best bass headphones I've ever used and how the build quality was kind of shit, but the sound quality made it worth it. And guess what? Comfort, just even these XL pads do not rival what's on these M&Os. Low end thump, yes. Lots of low end thump. Decent soundstage. Existent highs. Dog Pound Hop, Ren and Stimpy. Okay, so now how do I make you come on? You hold it, you hold it, you hold it. She flashes a double flash. Now she looks. And either this one's gonna freak out and shut off, or that one will find it. Make go. Oh, I think she made go. Okay, shh, shh, shh. Quiet, baby. Need a phone block. There we go. Isn't technology wonderful? Okay, putting this up. Buttons on this one, I really don't like where they are. I like the buttons on the M&O, on the Mpow better. And the buttons on the M&O are a little bit more standard. These buttons are here. So you see them, plus, minus, and then the main pause, play control. And it tucks behind there. So as long as you have it on your head, it should be exposed. The problem is you're pushing it and it's doing that every time. Like you're just crushing the pad against your head. Doesn't have many other options. Here's your mini charger port, or your micro charge port. Here's where we're going to plug in the 3.5mm to actually use these headphones. Here's your power and hold. I think she'll hold. Or she'll shut off entirely. She doesn't hold. She just shuts off entirely. Oh, God. Give it a second. She's got to find it fast now. The build. It's fucking Vmoda. Right? If you bought a headphone for build, it was for Vmoda. They came in the little, look at the case. Are you ready? I'll open up the case while that rehooks. Which I think we're back already. Here are the stock pads, which by the way are a pain in the dick to get off. They're just a hard plastic like vinyl thing that you yank out hard, and you shove the other one in. Not the worst system, but it's a weird system. And you could see the only real size difference between the two is not the outside. The outside is almost identical. It's just the hole is bigger and slightly deeper. Well worth the money. I bought these pads to try them on this because I can't stand the comfort of the stock pads. Unfortunately, gray is like the only color you get to choose. So if you're going for one of those Vmoda themes where it's like red or rose gold, you're getting gray pads if you put XL pads on it. Now, I wouldn't change the pads on the Mpows because they're $29 and they're just okay. And those are comfortable as fuck. So when you get these Vmodas and you expect the best build, and they really pay attention to the build. Although I have a Polish vampire who bought not one, not two, but like 3 sets of Vmodas. And since he's in Poland, he had to destroy them when they stopped working because they won't ship out of Poland. So he had to have videos of himself destroying headphones over and over again. So they could give him the warranty or a coupon code, and he's just like, I'm tired of breaking headphones because there's a channel imbalance. So there can be some build issues, but I mean, as far as like just looks go, Vmoda is like, they should be leading. If Vmoda made just gaming headsets, they'd be the best gaming headsets. Some of the accessories that it comes with. The flattest ribbon, the fattest and flattest ribbon cable I've ever seen, and this is just for power. This is just a power charge cable. I don't believe you could use these as a DAC. I've not tried, and I'm not gonna try. That's stupid. So I mean, especially if this is the cable they give you. I mean, I guess if you had like a laptop, you could do that. But that's a hell of a cable, Vmoda. Vmoda is known for their cables. I mean, every goddamn Argon and T50 mod is like basically step 1, buy a Vmoda cable, then step 2, change the pads. So I want to know, Vmoda, are you selling these cables? And can you give me a couple of USB-C ones? Because they're thick, boy. So it comes with a thick boy USB cable. It comes with a 1/4 inch adapter. And then it comes with one of their cables, orange, with the microphone inline. So it's got an inline mic cable, which is strange for a headphone that should have a mic. It has a mic built in. So they give you a mic built into the Bluetooth aspect, but you can't use that mic if you're just using through the wire. So they gotta give you the wire that puts the Bluetooth, that puts a microphone here and gives you the control here. Why is there a hole there? Is there a microphone there too? That's just a hole. They just put there a hole, and it has to have a little label that says make sure you plug this end into the headphone, because if you plug the angled end of the headphone, you don't get to use the microphone into the 4-pole, blah, 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 blah. So they give you a lot of stuff, and they better, because this is the most expensive pair on the table. These go from like $260. I think this is a $260 right now. $279.99 to $350. So they want a premium for their Bluetooth crossfade 2s. And they don't sound like they deserve it. They don't sound like they deserve it. Here's the thing. So okay, they're really well built, and they fold, and that fucking hinge, and the hinge goes when it straightens out, and that just turns me on like in ways you can't imagine. You adjust the height, you get the better pads, you get them on your head. So where am I coming out of now? All right, raising the volume. And the buttons don't, like, the buttons just easily click. I have to push them. And not just, like, straight in. It's like a downward push. Which makes it, like... No, actually, I'm wrong. It's an upward push. Downward doesn't do anything. You want to push down because you grab the cup and push down. They want an inward or an inward and upward push, which makes it, like, an awkward motherfucker. Very clear highs for Bluetooth. Straight up very clear. But they hurt. I had a couple songs come on where I had to just keep lowering it. Just keep lowering it down. And these are all aptX. These are aptX controllers. That one's not because that and that didn't matter. They sound weak and hollow. And I've known other Vmodas I found thick and full. And these have low end, like enough low end. Not a great amount. Not M&O amounts. We'll get back to those. We're literally going to end on the M&Os. Because the M&Os are the winner of this shootout. If you're wondering if it's not the Mpows, it's do you spend $280 on these? And you don't. You fucking don't. You don't at all. Because they don't... I've never been a fan of the Vmoda house sound. Go watch any of my Vmoda reviews. It's sort of like, yeah, Zio's like respects their build, but that's about it. I don't know what the deal is. And here's the thing, Vmoda fans are obsessive Vmoda fans. They love this sound. These are the greatest headphones ever. Why isn't everyone just using Vmodas? And they're built fucking amazingly. But I put them on and I feel soulless. Like they do things, but nothing that makes you want to listen to music on them. Skip forward to like this song. It's got a lot of music happening, but everything's very well contained in the cups. Nothing gives you that satisfaction of like, oh wait, I'm not listening to music on headphones. I'm listening to music in a room where the band is playing. No, you're listening to music on headphones. It's always just music on headphones. So let's see, we've got Nightmare Before Christmas. It's a nice, big, wide acoustic sound here. And it's just sounds coming out of my left driver, sounds coming out of my right driver. It never feels then like, well, it's a mono, so he's singing out of the middle. It doesn't grab me. Nothing grabs me. They don't sound bad. I've heard too many headphones. If you've not heard any headphones, if the Vmodas are the best headphones you've ever heard, what have you heard before them? Because they probably are. They're very clear. They have a good tone to the low end, but they're just the way the imaging and soundstage work on them is just boring. They're boring. Give me MDR 1000s. Give me the Sony Bluetooth. Do I want QC35s over these? I don't know if I want to go that far. I think just because Bose, I'd probably take these over those. And because they look cooler than the Bose. And they're probably built on par with the Bose. The Bose are built really well. So, no noise canceling. None of these have noise canceling. This is all, for this cost, it should have noise canceling. For this cost, it should have like touch controls. For this cost, it should just have more going for it. And if it didn't have any of those things and just sounded really wide and really brought out the sound, and if I gave a shit about the sound, it might be worth it. I don't give a shit about how these sound. I've put them on and I've used them. They've been sitting here and saying, "Oh, you got to review me. Oh, you got to talk about the Vmoda Crossfade 2 wireless." I don't like them. I'd pick up quite a few things before I pick these up for Bluetooth duties. They're playing. It's DJ Crush, Dig This Vibe, which is a great song off the Blade soundtrack. Blade, the original Blade, the first R-rated comic book movie. Throwing that out there. I can only hate on them and from my own perspective. What I want out of a headphone, these do not deliver. It sounds stale The musical sounds like it's come through like a post box from 40 years ago. But now let's plug it in and get away from the Bluetooth, because everything gets 2 listens. Listen on the Bluetooth, because I'm judging the amplification built in, I'm judging the Bluetooth quality of the receiver, and now I'm not. That's how you check, just you know. So now, powered directly. So if you had a portable player, you plugged them right into your phone was good. Imaging improves straight away. I'm no longer getting just left channel, right channel. I'm getting a nice swath of sound across. Keeping in mind, none of this matters because no one's buying these to plug them in. You're buying them for Bluetooth purposes. So let me just tell you what the Bluetooth is breaking on it. And it's not the senders because I've used them on everything. Whoa, now the highs. Oh, now this might just be this song, but it's like, remember those highs that were nice and good? Now they're fuck you up face highs. Let's keep going. Oh, Jesus God. That is a song to make you shit the bed. That's in the Gungrave OST. That's called Red Eyes. I have to judge bass, treble, quantity and quality. Quantity and quality. Vocal tone, quantity. Actually, it's not really quantity. It's more just quality and how it's positioned. And then soundstage imaging. I have to keep it to a very basic thing. To review all these headphones and sort of get it into my brain, that's the only way I could do it. And the bass qualities, when you plug it in like this, bass quality is great. The treble gets a little bit too sharp. Vocals are okay, just okay. And for a nearly $300 headphone, that's not enough. But when you plug it in, imaging and soundstage improve. They significantly improve. So it's a matter of, are you going to use them plugged in? Because then you don't have to get the wireless version, and you just get the regular version. And I've lost all audio. Okay, I'll lower this down. Alright, they definitely sound improved wired. And now they should shut off. We can fold them up, and we can put them back into their little bag, which I'm not going to try to shove all this crap back in this bag, but they do fit. Let me see, how do these fold into this bag? No, it's not that way. I think it's both. I'm trying to remember. It's been a while since I've been back in this bag. That goes up, then they do this. They fold into a little Vmoda, little ball of love. There we go. Okay, move this shit. We'll get back in the bag later. And those. Now you, again. You still playing? Not great build. Just not great build. Light, heavy, they fold flat like that. Like that's how they ship. That's how the box for these work. There's literally like an instruction manual, 2 wires, a charging cable, and an auxiliary cable. And the auxiliary cable is undesirable. Let's put it that way. But they're RBH HP2s. You don't fucking have a clue how much I love these things. Here's your scheme. Ready? There. So where you plug auxiliary in if you want to power it out externally. There's power. There's play. Next track, last track, done. Press for volume. Hold to change track. Put them on your head. They support aptX, CSR. They 5-volt DC, beryllium. They got beryllium drivers. All right. They're $150. Which is right around the price that I'd want to spend on good Bluetooth headphones. Just good. And I could listen to, I'm right now, Bluetooth to that module, I believe. We want Jim Morrison. We want Jim Morrison. We want Jim Morrison. The first thing I'm looking for They sound unfatiguing, natural, wide. The low end is more solid than the Vmodas, but not as stupid as the $29 ones. I can't tell. People have done the testing hand in hand. I regrettably sold the RBH HP2s. I thought they were going to be around forever. Sold them in a yard sale. If you go to my Patreon, I sell the 1st and the 10th of every month. I sell things that I don't need. The things that I've been either sent to by the company or bought with my own money. And I go and I sell them because I don't need them. And I sold the RBH HP2s. And then I rebought the cable because the ultimate headphone cable that came with it. Look at this thing. Oh, it's a silicone. It's a silicone like rubber, like a textured silicone with a cloth cable on the inside of it. And it's got the little tiny connectors that say RBH. And M&Os don't come with that. So basically, the RBHs were a rebrand from some random generic headphone in China. Really good headphone in China. And M&O saw an opportunity, I suppose, and shoved a Bluetooth module in it. They just went, hey, these are pretty big headphones. Yeah, we got space in here. Yeah, do it. Do it. Do it. And they did it. So these guys were at Can Jam. And the guy there was like, oh, you want this? Yeah. And I gave you a card. I'm like, yeah, I kind of want to try this. And because they're RBH HP2s with a Bluetooth module. Your eyes on the road, your hands upon the wheel. I argue these are probably, including the expensive $300-400 Sonys and Bose, the best sounding Bluetooth headphones you could buy. Right now. It's a Bluetooth headphone. Like legitimately, oh, it's a headphone with Bluetooth built into it. These are the best you can buy. I think you could still take the little sender module, receiver module, and plug it into, you know, our tours. Well, they'd probably have a hard time with a tour and Utopia, but you could find other headphones and plug them in to it and make it probably close. But if you want just a Bluetooth headphone, this is the one. This is the best sounding one. Is that what we're after? We're after the best sounding headphone, I'm assuming, correct? The only problem with these is they're still built like RBH HP2s, which means they're still built like they're gonna break. It's just a cheap. Here's the thing, I haven't gotten them to break. They're robust enough. I could turn this and it doesn't feel like loose. It's just the plastics they use are just thin, but I'd say it's worth it. I'd say it's worth it. It's just worth the risk. Take the chance, mofo. Spend $150 to get soundstage and decent imaging, very decent imaging. Basement Jacks, Just One Kiss, the Jack's Night Dub remix. They do their job. Good headphones first, then Bluetooth. And most Bluetooth headphones don't do that job. Most Bluetooth headphones are like, we're a Bluetooth headphone from the ground up. Fuck you. Good headphone first, then shoehorn a Bluetooth module in it that isn't garbage. And the one in here seems to be pretty good. We're going to find out how good when I plug in the wire and it disables Bluetooth and we go straight off a Class A amplifier. But right now, yeah, no, smooth, natural. Like, I like these. I listen to these. The only reason I don't use them for my, when I do my live streams on Wednesdays and Sundays is because they're closed back and I need to be able to hear what's happening in my house while... Arnie Dominus, jazz at the pawn shop. Here's that rainy day. Jazz, pure jazz. I'm talking about where you hear the guys shuffling plates in the background. These are excelling at jazz. So let's... Can I plug them in while they're on? Let's see if I can do that. See if I have the dexterity to do that. I got a little bit louder. And now here comes the kicker. Because I've done this and I know what's going to happen. I'm going to recommend people buy these headphones to plug them in all the time. Instead of Bluetooth. They're the best Bluetooth headphones you could buy. And then you plug them into a good amp and DAC. And you power them. You just power them. And they're good fucking headphones. Stars of the show. Like $150, when people are like, well, should I get Pro 82s or should I get, you know, the CB1s or should I get the M40Xs with the pad mods? Well, guess what? Let's make it more confusing, motherfuckers. Should you get M&Os? Doesn't matter if they have a Bluetooth receiver in them. Never have to use that. For $150 to get the sound quality of the RBH HP2s are like $225. So take $75 off the cost of that. And give me the same fucking headphone. They're the same fucking headphone. There might be a slight sound change because I had to fill some of it with this and a battery. I'm assuming the battery's probably on one side and the amplifier and controls are on the other. But these are good fucking headphones. Regardless if you need wireless or not. These might be your next headphones. These. Okay? Vmoda, you try real hard. You got real good build quality. I don't like any of your stuff. I just don't like it. It's getting to the point now where I feel like I'm biased against them. Like everyone's like, Vmoda. I'm like, they have amazing cables. Then I turn around. Mpow, thank you for sending these. Someone will be able, for $29, if you got nothing, if you're broke, they make sound. They make sound go. These are good fucking headphones. From the bottom of my heart up. And they're comfortable too. Because a lot of problems like the M40Xs, yes, you can buy M40Xs. Yes, you can buy T50RPs. And then you got to get pad mods and wire mods. Well, you're still going to need a wire mod for this because the wire that it comes with is garbage. But they are comfortable out of the box. And they just happen to have Bluetooth capability. It's like the O-Tours or the Utopias just happen to have Bluetooth capabilities. You wouldn't have to use it, but you could if you needed to. Well, these fucking M&Os just happen to have Bluetooth capability. You don't need to use it at all. You could just go straight, boom, Class A amazing DAC, and just wait. That's a terrible song. We know the song. Must Be the Feeling. You know, fucking these. And here's the thing, I did the sound demos of these months ago, and I did them all through Bluetooth because, and I kind of wish I could go back, I would go back and do the sound demo of this, like full blown. It Must Be the Feeling by Nero, the Kill the Noise remix. Yeah, no, these are the star of the show. Vmoda's, everyone was like, oh, no. M&O. Never heard of M&O? That's because no one's heard of M&O. This is their first product. I think there's some more that if you look them on Amazon. But this is like, if you look up M&O headphones, this is the only thing that comes up. And they're fucking amazing. Because they're RBH HP2s. This is not a surprise to me. I saw them on that table at CanJam and went, oh shit, they're back. They were gone. I reviewed them and they're gone. Same with the RBH speakers. Reviewed them and they were gone. But they're back. They're cheaper. They just happen to have Bluetooth and they're still fucking amazing. So, ding, 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 ding. The winners. The winners. I look for nothing else in a Bluetooth headphone than comfort and sound quality. I wish the build quality was better because if it's Bluetooth, you're probably taking it out on a bus, putting it in your bag. These don't fold in any way like a way that would help. Like that works. But if you're putting them back in their box, you're basically doing one of these where you go under the strap and then down like that. Collapse these a bit. And then there you go. So now they're in the case, which is significantly bigger than the other cases. I mean, look at the Vmodas. They're like designed for this. You can clip this onto your backpack and just have it hang there. This is a monster with a giant monster strap on. Monster strap-ons. Coming phone. Giggity. So what did we learn? We learned that if you're going to build a Bluetooth headphone, for the love of God, start with a good headphone. Now, Vmoda makes good headphones. I just don't like the way they sound. I don't like the way they sound. They sound sterile and closed in and eh. And I proved that every single one of these sounded better through a real DAC amp, which means the Bluetooth receivers are not that great. I think that these Mpow receivers, which will be linked in the description, can honestly, if I did this and then hook that up to the headphone, would be a better solution than the ones that are built into them. All of them. The only one that gets a pass is the M&O because the headphones are so good anyway. Or you could do, where's my thingy? I did this in the other roundup where I bought the best Bluetooth receiver that I found so far, like small one, is the $70, wiping it on my pants, BTR3 from Mpow. As you can see here, a little USB-C, here's a little plug. It's got, basic controls, power switch, and $70 this little thing. And it'll just destroy anything that's ever been put into a Bluetooth headphone, including like the Parrot Zix and all this $70. No one's spending $70 on the internals of a Bluetooth headphone, even though it probably costs Mpow, $21. No one's spending $21. This sounds better, and I have it hooked up to my Oppo Hot 2 because I went to Can Jam in Rocky Mountain Audio Fest with this. And when you got a power like TH909s, this was good enough signal quality to feed this, to feed $1,000, $2,000 headphones. So, that's just my saying. Just saying. $30 gets you this, $70 gets you this, $150 gets you the best Bluetooth headphones you could currently buy, minus the build, and there you go. Wallpaper in the description. She's kawaii. The yard sales happen on my Patreon. I will be selling, the Mpows will go on there, the Vmodas go back to their owner, and I'm pretty sure I'm keeping these because I'm not making the same mistake I did last time where the RBHs disappeared. Because now I got a set. A legit set. And if I need just Bluetooth headphones to walk out, there they are. But there'll be some other things I'll throw in the yard sale. And links for all these in the description. And I think that's it. Are we good? Check out the sound demos. Now keep in mind the sound demos are all based on Bluetooth and not the plugin. Because when you're buying them basically for Bluetooth. Except for these, the M&Os you should probably buy just because they're good headphones. So yeah, thanks. This is finally over. I'm going to go pass out now. But first I'm going to stare at that wallpaper some more, which is again available in the description.